Alright, I'm on a bike. Back to the Danube. Here's the gang. We basically have a convoy of sorts taking over Budapest's waterside bike paths. But yeah, this is really nice. It's not super intensive either. I'm not, because I played ping pong a lot yesterday and I was worried I was going to be super tired out after this, but I forgot that this is a trip for like 20 something people, so there's no way we can all go fast. God, this is beautiful. Look at this. You can get some ground. Alright, that's it. Oh, the skate park. Oh, I remember driving by here. We're near. Here we are. It's a bit hard to record here because I have to operate this thing one-handed, but I'm trying my best here. Got somebody paddling over here. Got the whole gang behind us. My phone, my pants, which are now soaked, and yeah, I think I need to. Oh, we're kind of coalescing again. Are we gonna switch sides? All right, we're joining. We're joining together. There's the whole gang. It's a pretty nice day. Of all days there could be. And the river is moving quite slowly. I guess it must be really deep here. All right, I'm gonna go now. Okay, that was a pretty tiring canoe trip. I have to bike all the way back, but I'll live. I'm sorry I didn't record much of it, but it got really intense near the end because the wind started going up when we were pedaling upriver, so we made it though. And another day going by. Haven't done too much today, if I'm being honest. Let's see. I went to lunch at Your India again, where Kumar was, which is very nice. And I got a really spicy curry, which made me feel like I had run a whole mile. And I just ordered food off Wolt. And my roommate, Arthur, is going to be arriving, I think, at 8 p.m. today. So I'm actually really looking forward to that because maybe then I'll have somebody to play Smash with. Yeah, I'm also thinking for my travel plans that I want to go to the Scottish Highlands over fall break. So that would be October 23rd to November 1st. And it's mostly because I have a friend there who I can stay with for a couple days. And I've also never been to the UK. So that'd be super cool. I think I'm going to do it. I might go ahead and just buy the plane tickets now. All right. See you guys. Okay, this is it. This is like the first full gathering of the AIT students and staff. Here's my roommate, Arthur. Hi, Arthur. And these are basically everybody. And we're in the building right now. It's just one building, but it's a really nice building. And look in here. Look at all this cool design classroom. Look at all the cool origami. That's kind of amazing. And there's like a lot of really nice lounges like down below there. You can't really see them, but they have a GameCube with, like an original GameCube with GameCube controllers and a TV. Yeah. So finished orientation. Classes have been selected. It's a beautiful day. We're walking to Fisherman's Bastion, which is a kind of Gondor looking castle or something in the Buddha side. And I think it'll be some really good pictures going there at sunset. I'll make sure to show you the view. And of course, it's a perfect day as always. Okay. It's really hard to capture how big the landscape is. Because in a GoPro, it just looks teeny. You can barely tell. But it's really magnificent. especially the Parliament building, and yeah. And the sun's coming close to setting. I think we're gonna get there pretty good time. Okay, well, we made it, and goddamn, I mean, there are a lot of people, but I guess it's to be expected with something this beautiful. And I think the main attraction is right down there, and we can go ahead and cross the street. Just go real quick. I also turned off stabilization recently, so you should see more accurately what I'm looking at, but it should also be bumpier. And I am definitely not the only one here holding a camera. Oh god damn, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Well, yeah. I can see the resemblance to Gondor. I don't know if you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, but no, okay. Uncultured. Wow. And it looks like you can go up on top too. Oh my god, the view is going to be amazing. Okay. There's a little fountain over there. Yeah.
Alerta sempre, espanhol, já está a inventar muito, já não sei se quer. Mano, já está a estragar. Olha, sabe o que está a estragar? Está a estragar a história toda. Está com molduras, já está.
So, there's the Parliament. I live right about there. There's Margaret Island, the bridge. We crossed, we went right up here, right back here. I like how you can see the lights reflecting on the water there. It's so hard to tell on this teeny GoPro screen what you can actually see. But goddamn, this is beautiful. The hills of the Buddha side, a lot more suburban, well, not really, but a lot more, well, less densely populated than the Pest side. AIT is somewhere, probably there, but like way far out. Oh god, the landscape is just enormous. Absolutely incredible. I'll have to take some good pictures. Rest assured I will. You know what they always say? Think positive, be optimistic. Well, what if I told you I am positive for COVID-19? Fuck. Yesterday, I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. Yesterday I woke up and it was the first day of classes, Monday, and the policy is that we have to take a saliva test, just a rapid one, and I took it and I was like, huh, that looks like the second mark is showing up, which indicates that I have COVID. And then I took 2 more, and it was like annoyingly inconclusive because even in the first test, the line that shows up was like not super like dark, and then the second 2 ones were significantly less dark. They were almost invisible, but they were there. And so I communicated that to the directors, and they said, okay, you're moving to the quarantine department, which is where I am now. And it is actually pretty nice. Yeah, there's an entire other, like, that's where the kitchen and like other areas, because there's someone else who also tested positive. I don't have any symptoms. I don't know where I got it from. I will admit, I mean, you saw my videos, I wasn't wearing a mask in public or on public transport. I am vaccinated, so I'm not exactly in a high risk category at all. But yeah, So I am in theory here for the next 10 days, which can apparently be shortened by, I think maybe shortened to 5 days if I get like 2 negative PCR tests separated by 48 hours, all these rules. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing the first of those PCR tests in the morning, and we'll see if I'm negative. I think there's a good chance I am, because I think what actually happened and the reason why the lines were so thin is that I caught, like, if I did have an infection, I caught it on the end of it. And so it's probably like going away. Again, I haven't had any symptoms, except like maybe I realize now that maybe 5 days ago I was experiencing a sore throat. Maybe those were the symptoms. But yeah, that was about it. I got my first PCR test back and it was negative, so that's good. I still think there's a reasonable chance that I actually didn't have COVID. Maybe I already mentioned that in my last video, but yeah, I'm basically just kind of hibernating in this room. And my bedroom. Cool little chair here. Classes are going pretty well, I guess. The first couple classes for deep learning and mobile software development seemed a little bit slow, but they are the intro. I'm sure it'll get really heated up fast. And the first class for theory of computing was quite good, I think. It was just well explained, well taught. We covered a very reasonable amount of material. I can tell it's going to be a hard class, but yeah, I'll do my best. Got back from my first actual in-person day of classes. I have my mobile software development class, my data science class. I think I'm gonna drop data science, honestly. I have not been learning very much. But I had a little bit of an ordeal getting back because I forgot my keys at AIT. I left them in a separate bag that I brought. And I came back and I was like, oh crap, someone let me in the building, but not into my apartment, obviously. And so I knocked around. I called my roommate, and I couldn't get anywhere. So I went outside, and I was gonna knock on the window, but then I saw the window was open. We live on the first floor, which in this case turned out to be handy. But I was considering it for a while. Can I just go in through the window? I look around and making sure nobody's watching, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. And grab on the windowsill, pull up, I look in, and it is not my apartment. And there was someone there who immediately yelled at me, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I thought this was oh my God. I dropped down and I just ran back inside the building, but I had kept the door open. And I just had no idea this entire time that there was someone like in a minuscule little apartment, right, like touching ours on 2 sides on the first floor. Oh God, I probably traumatized him, and I should probably write a note, but he probably doesn't speak English, so I'll have to Google Translate it, and then it'll be terrible, and whatever. Pretty awkward, but I didn't get the police called on me, I think, so that's good. Being spontaneous and self-reflective on camera is hard. Whenever I try to do it, my brain just shuts down and I talk on autopilot, basically. So it takes conscious effort, but it's that self-reflectivity and self-awareness that really makes people understand that you're a genuine person. And I think that's what I see and value in a lot of other YouTubers so much. There's this YouTuber named Baldwin Bankrupt, and everybody and their uncle has been inspired to make some travel vlog because of him. And he's really good at it. And me too. I was watching an interview with him and another YouTuber named NFKRZ. And in it, Bald said that when he was in school, all his friends were, Pakistani or Hong Kong or Egyptian, because he was like so just genuinely fascinated and interested by them. And just like he mentioned, just one little occasion, just going out and eating noodles with them, And I feel the same way. Just like this intense fascination with anything that isn't just the default American or whatever. And I always have. Like, I remember in middle school, you know, there's like this French kid who comes in 6th grade, barely speaks a word of English, and the entire, I remember sitting in like gym before the teacher would call us into our class, and we would just sit there basically wordlessly playing games on our graphing calculator. Or I remember when a Taiwanese kid came. I don't know whatever happened to him, but somehow or another I ended up at his house, and like his mom gave me mooncakes, and I was so fascinated by this keyboard that he had that had like Chinese letters on it, or brushstrokes, I guess. Yeah. And I don't know, I always felt like, or very recently going to this Asian food store in Minneapolis. You know, it doesn't even have to be that far away from home or it doesn't even have to, I don't need to travel. I can just go there and see all these cool, you know, cans of mangosteen juice with Arabic and English and French and Thai writing on them, and like, oh my god, that's so cool. You know, I take a picture of it, I'll save it because it's just so neat. Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I love traveling. I just have this fascination with like, it's just so cool. Different languages and little things and idioms, and Russian in particular is a real good one. I wanted to talk about this other YouTuber called Shai, who's another inspiration of sorts. He does urban exploration videos, but also a lot of other stuff, like just traveling through random European ghost towns, or well, one in particular that I wanted to talk about was, I think it must have been honestly around here, somewhere in Central Europe, maybe in Romania. He made a video of him biking across a snowy mountain pass with nothing around. I remember every 5 minutes he would stop and just show the camera around and say how beautiful it was, and I could feel how beautiful it was. I could see it, I could smell it, and that's why I wanted to like go to beautiful places too and show them in my vlog, because there's a lot to be said for traveling in the city, but I don't know, there's something so fundamental. Oh god, now I'm talking bullshit again. Okay, we're gonna cut this part. So that's why I wanted to visit the Scottish Highlands, because I've heard of how amazingly beautiful they are, and I thought, it would be nice to, oh crap, let me try that again. And so that's why I think I'm trying to visit the Scottish Highlands over fall break. I've heard that they're astoundingly beautiful and sublime and awe-inspiring. I don't know, maybe not that amazing, but I think it'll be really cool, and we'll see if I can, I don't know, get a bike, ride around them, get some cool videos, meet some cool people. Even more notes to talk about. Just like I'm trying to film in nice areas so that I look a little bit better, and I'm not like showing you my amazing skin all the time and in a dark room or whatever. But it's kind of the same realization I had with like personal fashion, I guess, is that it's not, if you pay attention to it like a little bit, it just makes, I don't know, lubricates the gears of life. Things go a little bit easier, people pay attention a little bit more, like for the longest time I didn't really care about whether other people thought I looked good. I had a baseline. I wasn't about to wear horrifyingly gross clothing, but I certainly didn't care too much whether what I wore was fashionable. And recently, I don't know, it's not particularly hard to try and look a little bit better, and likewise, it's not particularly hard to try and take a bit higher quality videos to get that YouTube algorithm going. Yeah.